SRK Limited, registered under GST, engage in sale of fabric as well as doing job work in knitting of yarn on the garment manufacture. The company is providing the following information respect of the order received in the both sale of fabric and job work. Here is the case. Date of confirmation of order for the supply of fabric. I'm saying it's 18th. Receipt of advance 1 lakh 5th August within 5 days I received. Date of removal of goods of completion of the order 10th August I'm completing the service. Date of invoice with the full amount 15th August. Date of receipt of balance payment I receive in 28/8/23. This is a done. In the job work, date of confirming 10th August, I'm confirmed. Advance of 1 lakh I received in 2 days after that, 12th August, September. A removal of service, I completed the service in 15th September. Full invoice I am sending in 20th September and receiving the balance amount on 29th September. So determine the place of time of supply in the person in purpose of payment of tax under CGS 17 and the respect of the order executed by the company. So in the case of goods, only after the goods has been completed deliver the service is count. That goods has been goods the completion of service completed in that case. So even though 1 lakh rupees we receive as advance, it's just a advance and GST to be paid to government, but only on the date of full invoice, the completion date or the invoice, whichever is yearly, this will be considered as the date of receipt or 28/10. But in the case of service sector, we will see advance or invoice whichever is earlier. So I received the advance of 1 lakh. So the total 1 lakh 50,000 is on 12/9. We will explain. If I may be wrong, we will check. Time of supply in the case of supply of fabric. The supply of fabric is in supply of goods and time of supply of goods for the purpose of payment of tax. The date of issue of invoice or the last date of invoice how to be issued. So when I issue the invoice, that is the date. That is before the time of removal of goods for supply to recipient. For the supply of invoice and movement of goods, the time of supply of advance 1 lakh as well as the balance pay 1 lakh 50,000 received for the supply of fabric is 10/8/23. Because in this date we removed so complete goods has been returned. But even though I raise the invoice on 10/8 and I receive the advance on 5/8, when I complete the service, that is the date. Here in the service sector, time of supply of job work. The job work is treated as supply of service, correct? Yes. The time of supply of service is case when the invoice is issued within 30 days in provision of service. So after the service is done, 30 days we can do. So 30 days or service, whichever is earlier, whichever is yearly to date of invoice or date of recipient of payment to the extent of invoice or the payment covered the supply of service. The time of supply of advance is 1 lakh received on the supply of job work. Service received in 12th on September and the balance payment 15th is 29. So in this supply we have two date. What I have received advance la 12/9. This is also an supply date and I completed my service when 15. But I received the payment in 25. So full invoice at sent on 29. So the 29 and 12/9 are the date of supply service. This we have this both date. So this you should understand. Time of supply that in the case two supply two invoice, but in the case of goods only one invoice.